In this video, why are Skibidi toilets losing the battle against agents again? The return of Titan SPEAKERMAN, and why we'll never see TV Man again. Hi everyone, welcome to the review of the new 56th episode of Skibidi Toilet. In this video, I will tell you all the details and secrets of the new episode. In the new episode, the author has added a lot of unexpected moments and details that you definitely didn't notice. So get ready to watch the video from beginning to end, so you won't miss the most important and interesting moments from the new episode. Enjoy watching. At the beginning of the new episode, we can see that the agents are doing great again. The agents in the city are once again destroying all the Skibidists around them. We could also see this in the past 55 episode, when the cameraman agents were stepping on the Skibidi toilets with their new tank. But at the beginning of the new episode, for some reason, we can't see this tank along with the agents. Apparently, the agents' battle with the Skibidi toilets in the new location from this episode was so difficult for the agents that the Skibidi toilets destroyed their tank and left the agents without the strong weapon with which the agents had been successfully advancing on the Skibidi toilets. Now we're going to move on to the next moment for a while, but then we'll be sure to come back to this moment again and find out what really happened to the agent's tank. So watch the video to the end so you don't miss this moment. The action of the new episode again takes place on a new map. In this episode, the author again did not leave a link to the map in the description, which can only mean that in the new 56th episode, the author again made a new map himself. By the way, if we look carefully and compare the map from the last 55 episode and the map from the new 56th episode, we can notice that the maps are not very different from each other. So we can assume that the action in the new episode takes place in a new location, but in the same city that we could see in the last 55 episode. Next, we can see the cameraman agent who reaches for the Skibidi toilet with his fists. Let's stop here and analyze this moment in more detail. If we look to the left of the cameraman, we can see some boards which are probably left from some building after the battle between the agents and the Skibidists. Further, if we look carefully to the right of the agent, we can see the cannon of this cameraman agent, which can paralyze the Skibidists. We've already seen this cannon in episode 54, where we were shown how it works. But in this episode, for some reason, our agent cameraman does not use his cannon, but only kills the Skibidists with his fists. Most likely, this cameraman has already paralyzed the Skibidists with his cannon and decided to finish him with his fists. But why is unclear, because you could just flush the Skibidists with the drain button. Perhaps there is some reason for this that we can't know about yet. Next, we can see the same cameraman agents who are also massacring the Skibidists in the same way. This agent just flushes the Skibidist, while the other one is just trying to stop his Skibidist. After that, we can see TV Man, who hasn't appeared in new episodes since the beginning of episode 49, where we saw 2 agents of TV Man and 1 agent of TV Woman. Usually, in the new episodes we saw only TV Woman, but in the new 56th episode TV Man appears instead. Could this mean something happened with TV Woman? I really want to believe she's okay. TV Man hypnotizes the first Skibidist and then kills him with his knife. We haven't been able to see a knife with TV Man before, but after this episode, a knife will likely become an integral part of TV Man's arsenal. After that, suddenly the TV Man are attacked from behind by another Skibidi toilet, but the TV Man immediately turn around and also kill him with their new knife. By the way, if we look at the toilets of the defeated Skibidists, we can see that these are the same Skibidists we saw at the beginning of the last 55 episode, who were defeated by the Plunger Man. But we didn't see him in this episode for some reason. Perhaps he will reappear in new episodes soon, but for now we can't say that something happened with Plunger Man, because we all know that he likes to fight only alone and appears very rarely. After TV Man kills the Skibidists, our camera turns and we see the cameraman agent showing a liking gesture. This hints at your likes under this video. So let's get as many likes as possible under this video so that new Skibidi toilet episodes will come out even more often. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It really motivates me to create new videos. Thank you. Let's look at this moment in more detail. In the background we can see the toilets of the Skibidists, which apparently the agents have already defeated. This once again tells us that there was a very tough battle in this location, which the agents appeared to be winning. But if we compare the number of cameraman agents in the last 55 episode and in this new episode, we can safely say that in this battle the agents suffered a lot, as there are very few agents left. Moreover, in this episode, We have yet to see the Titan cameraman who lost his gun in the battle with the radioactive Skibidi toilet in the last episode. Most likely, the Titan cameraman is currently under repair, so he can't participate in new battles for now. And this is very unfortunate for the agents, as fighting the Skibidis will now be more difficult. Next, our character takes out his tablet, and we see a picture with the inscription, "Tank destroyed." On the tablet, we can see the image of the agent's tank, which is already on fire. At this point, the TV man says something and leaves us. Could this mean that TV man is leaving us, or has he teleported back to return with the rest of the agents in the next episode? Then suddenly there is an explosion in the background, and we see the cameraman agent on fire running towards the rest of the agents. After that, we see Titan SPEAKERMAN suddenly appear. The last time we saw Titan SPEAKERMAN was in episode 47. Since then, we haven't seen him for a very long time. Let's zoom in on this moment and see what Titan SPEAKERMAN is made of. On his arms, he has very powerful two cannons that create very loud and violent explosions. And on his shoulders, he carries 4 very powerful speakers that can deafen everything around him. And already at this point, we can say with certainty that Titan SPEAKERMAN is a very strong character who can be a very worthy competitor to Titan Cameraman. But while Titan Cameraman is being repaired after his battle with the radioactive Skibidi toilet, it is unlikely that he will meet and fight Titan SPEAKERMAN in future new episodes. Moreover, the agents will now be without Titan for a long time. Next, the Titan SPEAKERMAN looks right at us, pulls out his cannons and fires them. This creates a very loud and violent explosion in the middle of the city, after which our character falls to the ground. But our character quickly gets up, and at this point we can see other agents who also run away with us after the explosion. In the front we can see a big cameraman agent that we have already seen in the last 55 episode. But there were 2 of them then, and now you can only see one of them. Could this mean that the second big agent cameraman died after this explosion? I really hope that's not the case and he stayed alive. Next, if we look closely at the left side, we can see the bathtub that was most likely left by the new Skibidis from last episode. We also see 3 other cameramen running away with us. But suddenly there is another explosion in front of us, and we see the Titan SPEAKERMAN again. This explosion immediately kills the cameraman in front of us. Titan SPEAKERMAN then leans over to us and uses his speakers to stun us. And at this point, the recording from our camera cuts off. Now let's summarize the analysis of the new 56th episode. At the very beginning of the new episode, we saw that the agents were doing quite well against the Skibidis, and sometimes it even seemed that the Skibidis had no chance to defeat the agents. But by the end of the episode, when we saw the appearance of Titan SPEAKERMAN, it became clear that the agents were unlikely to win without the help of Titan Cameraman. At this point, our analysis of the new episode comes to an end. We saw a lot of interesting and unexpected moments in the new episode. If you notice even more moments, then be sure to write about it in the comments, and I'll be sure to analyze them in the next episodes. Don't forget to put likes under this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends so that new Skibidi toilet episodes will come out even more often. Thanks for watching. See you soon.